No. Yaw yaw yaw. Yaw yaw. Ayo. Pero kanta. Ako tayo ito. Start na.
Good afternoon to everyone. Today is February 20, which is for we beginning conference for our budget. But before we start, I'd like to ask Engineer Aida, our procurement engineer, please lead us in further.
This organized Heavenly Father, we come before you today as we undertake the belief is sustainability. We ask for your wisdom and guidance as we perform our duties and responsibilities. Grant us clarity of mind, fairness in judgment, and integrity in every decision we make. May transparency, accountability, and honesty prevail throughout this process. Help us to uphold these principles of good governance and ensure that all actions are done in accordance with the law and for the best interest of the public. Bless all the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, the technical working group, and all participants. May this activity may be conducted smoothly, orderly, and free from any misunderstanding or conflict. May our work contribute to the efficient delivery services of the great President of the people we serve. All this we ask in the holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Thank you. At this point, I'd like to ask you, Dr. Cagayan, please, with the attendance.
Good afternoon, again. Attendance for today's reading conference, Back Chairman, OIC Adi Rural and Condena, Vice Back Chairman, Engineer Albert Isolidumba, regular members, Ms. Leah E. Nalitungit, and Engineer Jose Marcos Espacanay, professional member, Engineer Miguel F. Saa, Head Back Secretariat, Engineer Jennifer Imbanaat, members, Engineer Aida Marinila Vidaroy, Mr. Efren Lupaderes, and Ms. Riley, Head Back TWG, Mr. Marvin Julius J. Digal, members, Architect Franzin Lindsay Valdez, Engineer Lourdes and Ola, Engineer Camille Andy Escobedo, Engineer Anthony H. Casona, Engineer Ryan F. Filipe, and Engineer Shen E.B.B. Felicidario. Programmers, Engineer Arvin E. Margin, Engineer Jeremy Jan Liu Morales, Engineer Jeff Kent Noynay, and Engineer R.S.D. Caliso. Prospective leaders from BCB Builders and Enterprises, Ms. Maria Sheila Bayudan, and from AG Construction Enterprises, Ms. Rodaline Padayha. That's okay.
Thank you. Well, so all back members are present, so I'm going to proceed with the reading proper. So this afternoon, there are four projects that will be discussed by our programmers. First project is to engage 26KH0018, which is the network development of carriageway improvement, primary roads, Butuan City-Cagayan, City-Iligan, City Road. With an approved budget for contract of 8,583,432 pesos and 51 centavos. Second project, we have 26K0019. This is the rehabilitation of road at Barangay San Simon, Cagayan de Oro City, with an approved budget for contract of 4,281,203 pesos and 77 centavos. Third project, 26K0020, with a contract name rehabilitation of road at Barangay Tagpangi, Cagayan de Oro City, Misamis, Oriental, with an approved budget for contract of 4,381,792 pesos and 90 centavos. And the last one is the 26K0021. With the contract name, Rehabilitation of Road at Barangay Tignapoloan, Cagayan de Oro City. Misamis Oriental with an approved budget for contract of 4,289,341 pesos and 56 centavos. Also, for the information of everyone, we are live in YouTube. And this video conference is being recorded. And after each discussion of the details of the projects, questions will be raised by our observers, prospective leaders, and from our online viewers. So to start for the discussion of the project, first project, the network development of Off-Carriageway improvement. This will be discussed by Engineer Alvin Martin.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I will present the 26K0018, the project name, Network Development of Off-Carriageway Improvement. Primary road, Butuan City, Cagayan de Oro City, Iligan City Road, S01247 and Station K 1441 plus minus 840 to K 1439 plus 124. Location at Cagayan de Oro City, Cagayan de Oro, San Oriental. With the net length of the sidewalk of 0.5998 kilometers. And the station of K 1441 plus minus 424 to K 1441 plus 240. There will be approved budget of contract of 8,583,660.68 a total project duration of 133 calendar days with a net length of 599.5 meters, 1.5 meter width. Paver block sidewalk with railings. So more on development of our existing sidewalk in CIR road. For the location of our project. So this is the whole stretch of the CIR. So the orange part. So we can see the beginning of the sidewalk, the location of our project, and the end. Also indicated in the image. So our start of our project will be located with the crossing to Butuan Terminal. So stated in the image, the start of our sidewalk at K 1441 plus minus 424. So we'll follow along the right side. The sidewalk area, so we'll develop this. We will remove the existing curb and we'll replace it and improve the sidewalk. And follow along. So here we will provide a transition in between the commercial areas or around. Continuing to the from the RTM from the Honda to RTMI to the Isan warehouse until the quick drive area. So the end of our project is in K 1441 plus 240. So based on the plan, so we'll remove the actual structures, obstruction like the existing curb. And also will replace it with a concrete curb plus, and we'll have a complete paving blocks to complete paving blocks 0.10 meter by 0.2 by 60 mm interlocking complete paver blocks to improve our sidewalk. So the red indicated in the area are the sidewalk areas. The void spaces are the commercial areas. Commercial areas or the entrance to RTMI and also to the entrance to the Isan warehouse. Continuing, can see the end of our sidewalk, K4041 plus 240, near the quick drive crossing. For the typical details of our project, so we have an existing box culvert. Our sidewalk will lay above it. So we will only develop the sidewalk. So we can see here that the details. So we remove the curve, existing curve, and also replace it with a new complete curve. We will have a metal railing. So I will show later the details. Also, a structural concrete. So if we view the details of our curves, sidewalk. So here the details of our railing elevation plans and also the end connection of our railings. As the vertical poles of our railings will be spaced at 5 meters. Here you can see we have a 12 mm square bars spaced at 200 mm OC. So we will have a 50 mm diameter galvanized iron J pipe as the main members. And also the details for our drop curves, especially in crossings and in crossing and also in transitioning to commercial areas. So correction for the approved budget for contract, we have the final quantity for the approved budget contract is 8,583,432.81 pesos. So continuing, we have the perspective view of our sidewalk and field railings. And the existing steel grating on the sidewalk must be elevated to match out the new elevation of our sidewalk. And for our summary quantities, we have the Unit 5, the project billboard, design board for each. Unit 7, 2 occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. Unit 8, 2 traffic management, 1 lump sum. Unit 9, demobilization, 1 lump sum. For our earthworks, we have 101 3D, removal of actual structures, obstruction 0.10 big sidewalk with the 888 square meter. This is located near the Gaisano area, the Gaisano warehouse area. We have an existing sidewalk there. 114G, the removal of actual structure, obstruction curve of 599.5 meters. A 102. So plus common excavation of 799.5 cubic meters. The 104-2A, embankment from borrow pond soil with a quantity of 399.75 cubic meters. For our metal railings, grade 36 steel, we have a 599.5 meter. The structural steel painting works of 400.79 square meters. Reinforcing steel deformed grade 40, 1,524.59 kilograms. Structural concrete 3,000 PSI plus 8 to take days of 121.52 cubic meters. And structural concrete painting works of 167.86 square meter. For the miscellaneous structures, we have the concrete curb precast of 600 pieces. Per piece is 1 meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white of 59.95 square meter. So along the curve, we will replace the existing thermoplastic, and also for the material detail for the complete paving blocks of 900 square meters. For minimum equipment requirement, we have a trailer for equipments, 1 lease, complete vibrator, 2 owned, complete batching plant, 1 lease, transit mixer, 2 lease, plate compactor, 1 owned, vibratory roller, 1 lease, motorized road grader, 1 lease, dump truck, 1 lease, 1 owned, backhoe, 1 lease, backhoe with paving breaker, 1 lease, bulldozer, 1 lease, payloader, 1 lease, water truck, 1 owned, cargo truck, 1 lease, welding machine, electric driven, with the DC output of 500 amperes, is 1 owned, grinding machine and accessories, 1 owned, bar cutter, with the 25 mm maximum rebar, 1 owned, bar bender, 1 owned, a applicator machine and kneading machine, 1 owned for our thermoplastic, and a 2-way radio for our traffic management, 2 owned, barricade flusher lights, 29 owned, and material testing apparatus, 1 owned. So that's all for the for the contract ID 26 K001.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Andre. So do you have any questions from our the leaders? Viewers? So yeah. Okay, let us proceed with the second project. This is stage 0021. The rehabilitation of road at Barangay Tignapoloan.
Hindi.
And this will be. It's not that you go in for it. Going in sa name mo. 21. So, the project rehabilitation of road at Barangay San Simon, 26, grade 0019. This will be discussed by Engineer Morales.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be presenting the project rehabilitation of road at Barangay San Simon Station 0 plus 00 to Station 0 plus 200 Cagayan de Oro City. For the contract ID 26K3019, contract name is rehabilitation of road at Barangay San Simon Station 0 plus 00 to Station 0 plus 200 Cagayan de Oro City with contract duration of 77 calendar days. The approved budget for the contract is 4,281,203.77 pesos. The scope of works for the rehabilitation of the project is specifically the blocking of existing road. So for the project location of this project, the rehabilitation of San Simon is located along the San Simon Baptist Church, as you can see in the slides. The beginning of the rehabilitation of San Simon project starts with along the San Simon Baptist Church with 200-meter length. For the project stationings, the length of the project is 200 meters. The existing width is 5 meters, and the rehabilitation of the existing road will be 6.1 meters with thickness 0.23 meters. So this is the beginning station of the project and the end station of the project. For the project design and project details, the rehabilitation of road at Barangay San Simon includes project items including reflectorized thermoplastic paint. Also, for the typical section of the rehabilitation of road, the new width will be 6.1 meters. It will include items removal of existing PCCP, Portland cement concrete pavement with 0.33 thickness and aggregate use force of 0.20 thickness. The project will also include 5 solar LED roadway lighting, specified in the slide. with specific stationings at 0+010, 0+060, 0+100, 0+140, and lastly 0+180. For the project design and profile details, so as mentioned, there will be 5 solar streetlights included in the project. The existing 5 meters will be replaced to 6.1 meters with 0.23 meters thickness. So for the straight line diagram, as mentioned earlier, the left side and the right side respectively will have 3.05 meters in width, with solar streetlights both in left and right side of the road. For the summary of quantities, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum for excavation per week. Project billboard and signboard for each. Occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization and luminization, 1 lump sum. For earthwork, removal of actual structures and obstruction of 0.23 meters thickness, 1,000 square meters. Surplus from excavation, 433.96 cubic meters. For structure excavation, common soil, 10.80 cubic meters, which is for the streetlight structure. For the sub-base and base course, aggregate base course with 244 cubic meters. For surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement with 0.23 meters thickness of 1,220 square meters. For our miscellaneous structures, the project will include reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white with 48.55 square meters. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 14.19 square meters. And lastly, the single arm solid roadway lighting with 9 meters in height, 5 each. For earthwork, gravel fill will have 0.72 cubic meters used for the streetlight structure. For the reinforced concrete, it will include structural concrete 4,000 PSI Class A with 3.66 cubic meters for our streetlight structure. And lastly, reinforcing steel before grade 14 with 258 to 57 kilograms for our streetlight structure. Moving forward with our minimum equipment requirement, two-way radio, 2 own, barricade flasher light, 10 own, bulldozer, 1 lease, payloader, 1 lease, backhoe, 1 lease, vibratory roller, 1 lease, motorized road grader, 1 lease, grader for equipment, 1 lease, dump truck, 2 own, water truck, 1 own, backhoe with pavement breaker, 1 lease, concrete saw, 1 own, transit mixer, 1 lease, concrete vibrator flexible shaft type, 2 owned, concrete spreader, 2 owned, bar cutter, single phase, 1 owned, mechanized joint sealant, 1 owned, plate compactor, 1 lease, 1 bagger mixer, 1 owned, bar bender, 3 phase, 1 owned, cargo service truck, all models, 1 lease, applicator machine, 1 lease, kneading machine, hydraulic double cylinder, 1 lease, and lastly, material testing apparatus, 1 lease owned. For other requirements, lump sum to be used for excavation permit as per the ordinance number 12860 2014 page 24 of 2024. For other requirements as well for road right of way, the project has secured permit granted and barangay resolution. It has also coordinated barangay council and residents, and it has ensured no private property encroachment. So the following are the road right of way requirements, including the site validation forms and permit to enter. Thank you so much, and that is all.
Okay, thank you. Did not hearing it. Again, we have questions from our respective leaders. And then for the viewers. So we proceed the third subject, which is the rehabilitation of road at Barangay Cagayan de Oro City, 26/8/0020. This will be discussed by Engineer Jeff Ken.
Good day, everyone. I am Engineer Jeff Knight. Today I'm presenting the project 26PH0020, rehabilitation of road at Barangay Tagpangi Station 0+002 Station 0+400, Cagayan de Oro City. With an approved budget for the contract amounting 4,081,792.19 The contract duration is 7 to 8 calendar days. Sponsors is based on General Appropriation Act. The project is located at Barangay Tagpangi, Cagayan de Oro City, beside Tagpangi, Barangay Hall, or October. The scope of work includes reblocking of 200 meters length with a width of 5 meters and thickness of 0.53 meters of new Portland cement concrete fusion or PCCP. As you can see this image, the starting project is before tower stores, and the end is here in the blue gate. Then the construction of new line canal on the left side from station 0+80 and the end station is 0+160. These are the typical section of new road to CCP with the new concrete line canal. And these are the structural detail of line canal. And we have the straight line diagram, as you can see, with the rehabilitation of existing road and the construction of line canal. And these are the summary quantities. In part B, other general requirements, we have permit and clearances, one lump sum, project billboard or signboard for each, occupational safety and health program, one lump sum, traffic management, one lump sum, mobilization or demobilization, one lump sum, volume 2 highways, bridges, and airports. In part C, earthwork, we have removal of actual structures, obstruction, 0.23 meter thick PCCP, unenforced, 1,000 square meter, surplus common excavation, 407.1 cubic meter, structure excavation, and common soil, 85.05 cubic meter, embankment from borrow, common soil, 8.3 cubic meter, and in part D, sub base and base course, the other base course, 200 cubic meter, then in part D, so surface courses, we have Portland cement, concrete pavement, and reinforced 0.23 meter thick 7 days, 1,000 square meter, and volume 3 building ports and harbors, flood control and drainage structure, and water supply system. Part C, earthwork, we have gravel fill, 8.1 cubic meter. In reinforced concrete, we have structural concrete for 4,000 PSI, plus A in 8 days, or 7.5 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel reformed, 340, 3,795.59 kilogram. And in permit and clearances, we have the excavation permit as per ordinance number 12860, 2014, page 84 of 134. And this is for the equipment to be used. Trailer for equipments, 1 list. Concrete vibrator, 2 owned. Concrete scraper, 1 owned. Concrete saw, 14-inch blade, 1 owned. Mechanized joint sealer, 1 owned. Plate compactor, 1 list. Vibrator roller, 1 list. Motorized road grader, 1 list. Dump truck, 2 list. Backhoe, 1 list. Water truck or pump, 1 list. Bulldozer, 1 list. Payloader, 1 list. Bar cutter, single phase, 1 owned. Laboratory testing apparatus, 1 owned. Two-way radio, 2 owned. Barricade flasher light, 12 owned. Concrete vibrator, flexible shaft type 2, 1 owned. Bar cutter, 25 millimeter maximum rebar, 1 owned. Bar bender, 25 millimeter maximum rebar, 3 phase, 1 owned. And this is my end of presentation.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Jeff. So, are there any questions or clarifications? Yes. From the viewers,
Choose na, sir.
so, to the category, let's proceed to the last project. It's 26/00/21, the rehabilitation of road at Barangay, Tignapoloan, Cagayan de Oro City. This will be discussed by Engineer Atis.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Rehabilitation of road at Barangay Tignapoloan. Station 0 to Station 200, Cagayan de Oro City, Misamis, Oriental. So, approved budget for the contract is 4,289,341.56, with project duration of 65 calendar days. And scope of work is rehabilitation of existing paved road, PCCP 3.05 meters both sides and thickness of 0.2 meters, and construction of open line canal drainage material which is located with that. So, drawings, it is located in Barangay Tignapoloan, so this is the vicinity map. So for specification, it is located in the crossing before Manay High School. So this is the site development plan. And for the project site pictures, site images. This is the site disposal site plan. So for the planning profile, we will be again rehabilitating the 200-meter length road and construction of open line canal. It is indicated with the color blue in the region. So for typical drawings, this is the details. We have here also there's construction of slope protection water trap. So maximum height of slope protection is just 1 meter. So that's why the designer opted for water trap. So there's also a construction of cross drain. So alongside with the line canal. So these are the details for the PCCP and the geometric design standard drawings. Details for the reblocking. So for summary of quantities, we have here permits and clearances, 1 lump sum, project billboard and signboard for each, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, traffic management, 1 lump sum, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum, for removal of actual structures obstruction, 0.23 meters thick, 1,220 square meter, surplus common excavation 618.21 cubic, structure excavation common soil 23.3 cubic, embankment for roadway structure excavation common soil 48.65 cubic, aggregate base course 183 cubic meters, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.2 meters thick 14 days, 1,220 square meter. Pipe culverts, 910 millimeter diameter class 4, RCPC 9 linear meter, and grouted riprap class A 96.43 cubic meters. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking white 49.45 square meter and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking yellow 12.77 square meter. So for the minimum equipment required, we have backhoe, one list, so we will be updating this in the meeting. So backhoe, one list, dump truck, two list, bulldozer, one list, payloader, one list, motorized road grader, one list, vibratory roller, one list, water truck pump, one owned, plate compactor, one owned, transit mixer, four list, complete vibrator, two owned, complete batch plant, one list, complete speeder, one owned, complete saw, one owned, bar cutter, single phase, one owned, joint sealer machine, one list, one bagger mixer, one owned, cargo service truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, one list, backhoe with pavement breaker, one list, applicator machine, one list, needling machine, one list, material testing apparatus, one owned, two-way radio, two owned, barricade flasher light, 12 owned. So again, this will be posted to the weekly remarks. So for permits and clearances, there's also an inclusion for the excavation permit as per city ordinance number 12/860 of 2024, page 84 of 134, and this including inspection and supervision. So that's all for this presentation, the question.
Okay, are there any questions? Clarifications? Thank you, Engineer Aris Alonso, and at this point, let's proceed to the instruction procedures. And will be discussed by Engineer the procurement unit.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I will be discussing the procurement permits and procedure for these infrastructure projects. Okay, so here we have the infrastructure projects with the corresponding contract IDs, approved budget for the contract. Next, for the procurement schedule, the buying of tender documents is until March 4, 2026 at 9:30 AM only. For the deadline for the submission of bids will be on March 4, 2026 until 10 AM. And the opening of bids will follow right after the deadline or the drafting of bids. For the submission of bids, it can be done manually or for the submission of bids, it may be done manually or electronically. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission with the manual or electronic. So for the manual submission, we have the two-envelope system. Wherein the first envelope, we have the technical components of the bids, and the second envelope will contain the financial component of the bids. The bids must have an original, a copy 1 and a copy 2. For the electronic submission, the details are stated in the data sheet.
The proposals may be submitted to an authorized representative together with the original request, special power of attorney for sole proprietorship or board partnership, joint venture resolution with secretary certificate for corporation, partnership, joint venture or cooperative, which is contract specific anticipation of a company ID or any government issued ID. To ensure the representative is an official member and to prevent fraudulent actions such as unauthorized use of another contractor's eligibility for personal use. Next, for the first envelope, the bidder must provide the valid and updated registration certificate and capital membership. Failure of bidder to update registration certificate shall result in an automatic suspension of the bidder's certificate. Next, the bidder must provide a statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet stated. Next, the bidder must provide a statement of the single largest competitive contract or the SCC. Next, they must provide a pickup license or special pickup license for the venture. For the lead security, the bidder will choose one form. We will choose the cash use check, the bank guarantee, the surety bond, or the lead security declaration. We have the corresponding amount of lead security. This is the standard form to the lead security declaration. Next, for the project requirements, the bidder must provide an organizational chart for the contract. The list of contractors, personnel, and the list of contractors, units. Please see the attached bidding documents for the required years of experience for the key personnel, the required number of units, and the capacity for the major equipment. These are the standard form for the following: the organizational chart, the list of contractors, key personnel, and the list of contractors, major equipment units. Next, they must provide an original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership, or it was duly received by the said for corporations. Next is the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Next, they must provide an NFCC, the not financial contracting capacity, and a joint venture in the case of joint venture agreement in case of joint venture. These are the standard form for the omnibus sworn statement. These are the standard form for the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Next, for the second envelope, which contains the financial component of the deed, the bidder must provide the financial deed form, the bill of quantities, the detailed estimates, and the cash flow by portal, which are duly signed. And these are the standard form for the deed form, the bill of quantities, the detailed estimates, and the cash flow by portal. Next, we have these common grounds for a non-compliant bidder. We have the observations from the previous procurement activities and the preventive measures and recommendations. Thank you, Chairman. Do you have any clarifications? Our expected bidders? Much for everybody. Sorry. Campaign. So
finding. Since no more matters that needs to be discussed, but therefore this reading conference come to an end. Thank you very much, everyone. Once again, good afternoon. Yes. Kalau